Live from the Bob Levy Broadcast Center overlooking the Toms River, it's time to get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Be a part of the show, 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. It is 6:08 Friday, July 8th, 2016. 74 degrees, got up to 83 today at WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio. Streaming live on the Radio Pup app and WOBMAM.com, 732-505-1160. We are going to shift gears and let's hear some positive things, right? Because what's more positive than talking about music? And who better to talk about music than Tom Gilmour from the Asbury Park Music Foundation? How are you, sir?
I'm great. How you doing?
I am fantastic. So I am looking. I'm on the website of the Asbury Park Music Foundation. Tooling around on it right now. Why don't you kind of give us the overview? What is the Music Foundation all about?
Well, the Music Foundation was founded actually in 2011 in a response to a music exhibit that came into Asbury Park that was just overwhelming. It came from the Smithsonian. It was there for 6 weeks and attracted 14,000 people and 48 class trips. It was being run by a group of grassroots people in Asbury Park, and we just realized that music is one of the big attractions for the city. And when I say realized it, the music scene had been, I'd say, in neutral for a very long time. So after the exhibit was over, we decided to form a nonprofit and to continue promoting and preserving all the great music that happened in Asbury Park and really try to get the music scene back up and running.
Yeah, and so let me ask you this: what came first, the music scene or the restaurants that have sprung up all over Asbury Park, or did they come together? Well,
I think you have to take a couple steps back. Music has always been part of Asbury Park. In its heyday, starting in the 1800s, when it was a great resort city. There were 100 hotels there, and every hotel had a venue, and there was great opportunities for musicians to come and play in the city. So music was always part of the city. But as we all know, things slowed down, and things got pretty tough and challenging in Asbury Park. But really, I used to be the Director of Economic Development for the city, and I can honestly say that the things that really sparked the comeback of the city as it is today were really a couple of the restaurants that took a chance, made a risky investment, but decided to come to Asbury Park.
Right. Okay. And so that's a good segue into kind of how you got involved in the foundation. So why don't you give us a little bit of your background and how this became a passion for you?
Yeah. I've always been passionate about music, and as the Director of Economic Development, I was really trying to grab onto something that we could really promote and run with, and music was it. It's probably one of the strongest assets of the city. And so after the exhibit was there, the group of people that were running the exhibit decided that we needed to keep doing this. So we formed a nonprofit corporation, the Asbury Park Music Foundation, and I became the president of it, which I still am right now. And we decided to really put on a couple concerts and mostly talk about some of the different genres that came to the city. And we wrote a book, actually, called Asbury Park, Where Music Lives. And really, we started seeing some momentum happening. Places like the Stone Pony were only open on Saturday night for a very, very long time, and not every Saturday night. And then all of a sudden, we started seeing Friday night shows, and then Sunday afternoon shows, and then Thursday shows. And the Wonder Bar followed, and the other venues, the Saint, got right in line, and all of a sudden, the clubs were open again.
Right.
And as you know, we have a couple new clubs. The House of Independence is an amazing venue in the city right now. So once it started again, it just happened. And of course, today, all the new bands want to play in Asbury Park, and of course, they bring a great audience with them.
Sure. And so, again, so we kind of, you've always been someone who has been about economic development and about kind of revitalizing communities. How did that start for you personally?
Well, I was a member of the Commerce Commission that was involved with the Urban Enterprise Zones programs, and my job was really to go into cities like Camden and Newark and Asbury Park and help them with their programs. And I was assigned to a couple cities, and Asbury Park was one of the cities that I worked with. And there was just a great opportunity there because, most of the businesses had left the city, and people were afraid to come into the city. They thought it was very unsafe. So once we got the Urban Enterprise Zone fixed in Asbury Park, the city wanted me to come and run it, so I decided to come and run it. And, I've had a lot of business background prior to coming to Asbury Park, but it was just an opportunity that I saw that actually I knew it could come back. So I wanted to be involved with it, and I got involved with it, and that was 2002, I believe. Yeah. So I was just very, very interested. I fell in love with the city. Asbury Park's very seductive. You don't want to stay there too long because you'll be staying there forever.
Right.
But in any event, it was just a great opportunity, and the city decided to make a commitment to really developing the business community back into the city and try to bring people back. And I'm very proud of the fact that I had a piece of that.
Cool. So when we come back, because we're up against a break, I'd like to talk about some of the specific programs that you guys deal with. I know you have, the Youth Initiative and the Gallery, and of course the Music and Film Festival. So can we do that when we get back?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Tom Gilmour, Asbury Park Music Foundation, back after this Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin.
Rush Limbaugh today at noon. More Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin coming up next. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310.
Hey, welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. We're here with Tom Gilmour, Asbury Park Music Foundation, and we were just about to talk about some of the programs that are alive and kicking in Asbury that folks should be partaking in. So let's kind of go down the list a little bit. So talk to me about the Gallery. So there's a physical plant where the foundation lives, right?
Almost.
Okay.
We are in the process of moving right now. For the last 3 years, we had what I would call a performance exhibit space on Cookman Avenue, and there is a new music building under construction right now on Lake Avenue, which we're going to be moving in. Unfortunately, our lease ended, and we haven't actually. And construction is slow, I guess is the best way to describe it. So we're in limbo right now as far as our space is concerned, but we'll have a beautiful brand new exhibit space at 621 Lake Avenue, which will also include, we're going to have a teen club in there where young musicians can come and perform. Really excited about it.
Very cool, very cool. And then, of course, there's always, you can't talk about any kind of music program and not talk about how you can impact our youth. So what are you guys doing from a youth perspective?
Well, we sort of ended up on this side of the music business mainly because there was just an amazing need for music programs in the city, and also opportunities for children to get involved with music. And there's a brand new music school in Asbury Park called the Lake House Music Academy, and they came to us one day and they said, can you help us out, because we have kids coming here who want to take lessons and they just can't afford to have that happen. So we worked out on a program with the Lake House and started subsidizing lessons for kids. That led to creating a music program in the Hope Academy Charter School because there was no music in the school. And that led to us getting involved with the Boys and Girls Club. We actually have created a hip-hop institute. We raised money and built a music studio in the Boys and Girls Club, and it's an amazing program. Kids are in there on the computers writing music. It's amazing.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
And really, for you guys, is it fair to say that kind of the I don't know, the seminal program, the program that really is the big one for you is the Music and Film Festival?
Well, the Music and Film Festival is a tremendous asset to the foundation. And Jeremy, as you know, I was trying to figure out a way how to, cover our overhead,
right?
Because it was just getting tough. We had plenty of programming money, but we just, we had trouble paying the rent and everything like that. So we came up with the idea of creating the Asbury Park Music and Film Festival to really help us sustain our nonprofit. And we have actually turned that over to the Asbury Park Press right now, but we get a guaranteed donation every year from the film festival. But we created that film festival, and it was just amazing because combining film and music together in Asbury Park, there's nothing better. It's just it was a big hit, and Sony Classic Films is now part of the film festival also, so we have a great resource for films and for people who are involved in the music industry. So it's really turned into a very big event that actually we were lucky because it was tough for us to operate.
Right. Well, that's awesome. Listen, if you can't, got to figure out how to keep the lights on, right? And so, looking at the judges and the folks involved in that, it's a pretty impressive group. So,
yeah.
We're at the point now, Tom, where we hand you your magic wand and we say, Tom, if you can make an impact, make a change, do something special in this world without needing to worry about overhead or worry about approval from a board of directors, what would you go ahead and do?
Well, I would really love to be able to provide, have the foundation provide music opportunities for children. As you've probably seen in your work, Jeremy, when children are given an opportunity to do something, it's amazing life changer.
Right.
And we've just witnessed some incredible things. We have a small band of 12-year-olds in Asbury Park right now that have been all part of our program that are just incredible. I mean, they are professional musicians who aren't paid, obviously, but it's just they can play with the best of them.
Right. Cool.
It's amazing to watch these children, pick up a guitar and, try to play a chord, and then, a year and a half later they're in this band, and just amazing. Plus,
right.
They're doing better in school. Their life has changed. It's amazing. So just like we were lucky when we were growing up because music was in the school system and art was in the school
right.
system, and so we got exposed to all that, and a lot of that's gone. So if I had a magic wand, I'd really want to try to get not only music, but the arts back in the school system.
Well, I am picking up what you're putting down, Tom. So if people want to learn more, they can go to asburyparkmusiclives.org. Anywhere else they could find you?
That's the best place.
All right, cool. asburyparkmusiclives.org. Tom Gilmour, Asbury Park Music Foundation. Tom, thank you so much for joining us early in the morning. I know you're busy in a new venture, so we wish you the best of luck, okay?
Thank you, Jeremy.
All right, talk soon. Have a great weekend.
You too.
All right, Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. We left ourselves a little extra time because we have so much to talk about. It's a crazy, crazy news morning. So stay tuned, listen to the news, and then come on back with us.
The news is next. Live from the WOBM Newsroom, the Town Square, New Jersey News Network, and Fox News Radio. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310.